In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some CPI inflation readings along with the 10-year Treasury yield to try to figure out why silver, gold, and the stock market have been falling. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver, gold, and the stock market and explain why dark days are ahead, at least for the short term. At least that's how it seems. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for weekly videos. Make sure to get yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have the brand new Lone Wolf collection out now, as well as the even newer Consistency is Key collection, also out now. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today is Tuesday, September 14th, 2021, at least as I'm filming the video. This video is supposed to come out on Thursday, the 16th, although, being that it's actually kind of important, I'm going to see if I can rearrange my schedule and get this video on Wednesday instead of Thursday. So the spot price of silver, as I'm recording the video, I know it's almost 11 o'clock at night, but the spot price of silver as I'm filming the video is $23.78, down 0.25%. The spot price of gold is $18.0370, down 0.05%. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 75 to 76 to 1 range. Then again, that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing and posting or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. So obviously, silver is down just a hair. Gold is down also just a hair. But guess what? It's not just silver and gold. It's the stock market as well. We can see that the Dow Jones is down 0.84%. The S&P 500 is down 0.57%. And the NASDAQ is down 0.45%. Everything is down, and if you've been keeping up with my videos, you'll know everything has been down. We've been seeing far more red days than green days for about 2 weeks at this point. And I wanted to do something a little bit different today. I want to talk about something that I've never really talked about before, and I understand that it's probably going to sound pretty complex and complicated. And by the way, I am outside. It's dark out here. I figured it would make sense for a video titled Dark Days Ahead, and it also just so happens to be the time of the night that I'm filming the video. But I'm going to be explaining something that is probably far more complicated, but I think I'm able to break it down and explain it in the simplest way possible. If there's anything that I say in the video that doesn't really click, let me know in the comments. If there's anything specific you want me to elaborate on a little bit further, I can absolutely do a follow-up video if that's what the viewers want. Also, by the way, really quick, speaking of the stock market being down, one of the investing apps that I use, Webull, has 2 promos going on right now. I just want to let everybody know. The first one is if you download the app and create an account with my referral link, they will give you 2 free stocks as long as you make a deposit of any amount. And I tested it out for myself. I deposited 1 penny and it worked. They let you do that. So that's one promo going on right now. And the other is that if you refer 3 people, they'll give you a free share of Apple, and the promo ends this month. You could always just go and sell that and use that to go get some silver if you want. Webull link in the description. So I thought it was pretty important to talk about why silver and gold may have been falling these last 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. The stock market has been falling for the last week and a half to 2 weeks. And it's had a lot of people very, very, very alarmed. So what we have to do is take a look at what's going on, because it's having an impact on the precious metal and the stock market. So let's jump into it. First things first, we have to take a glance at the 10-year Treasury yield chart. Earlier this year in January, when the 10-year Treasury yield was at its lowest point, we saw a rally. For those of you who remember, the stock market started going crazy, and even for a brief moment, the spot price of silver actually hit $30 an ounce. I don't know if you guys remember this. I'm pretty sure I was doing a live stream at the time, And I even posted a video reporting on it on February 1st, if you want to go and check it out. Yes, it actually happened. But then, as the chart started moving upward into February, stocks would start to fall. And in February, March, and then in May, those were all pretty brutal months for the stock market, as the 10-year Treasury yield stayed pretty high during those months, because this was close to the peak of inflation fears and nobody was buying bonds. So when people fear inflation, they don't buy bonds, and when they don't buy bonds, bonds go down. And when bonds go down, Treasury yields go up. And when Treasury yields go up, stocks go down. You notice this crazy roller coaster pattern here? Yeah, that's normal. But now let's skip ahead and take a closer look at some of the information we just got regarding inflation for the month of August. The readings show that we have a year-over-year inflation of 5.3%, when 5.4% is what was expected. A month-over-month inflation of 0.3% instead of the expected 0.4%. In fact, we're actually seeing the prices drop in certain areas, and this was unexpected. For example, used cars. So as these CPI reports are now leading to 10-year Treasury yields falling, which ordinarily means stocks go up. But wait a minute. Something pretty weird's going on right now. Something kind of wacky is happening. Right now, we're seeing the stock market drop with 10-year Treasury yields. That's not typical. That's not normal. And that's because fear is starting to trickle back into the markets. Not inflation fears, at least not at the moment, but valuation fears. Because for the last week and a half to 2 weeks, we've been starting to get slower growth forecasts. So now all of a sudden, people are thinking growth has topped out for the time being, which typically indicates that investments aren't going to perform very well, and that's leading to people selling off some of their positions, which means the market falls even more. So my conclusion, based on all of this information, it absolutely makes sense, and I'm no financial advisor by any means, so nothing on this channel has ever been financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions, make your own decisions based off your conclusions, not mine. But my conclusion, based on everything that we just went through, along with a little bit more, I tried to break it down and simplify it as best I could, but my conclusion is that at the moment, I don't believe there's any reason to be concerned. And I say this for a variety of reasons. And by the way, I will absolutely stay on the story. When more information comes out, I'll try my best to break it down and share it in a video if it's something that has to do with the stock market or the precious metal market moving in an upward or downward direction. But I wanted to get this out today because I know a lot of people have been confused. I know a lot of people have been frustrated. I know a lot of people have been fearful the last week and a half to 2 weeks. But we also have to take a look at what the stock market has been doing, because right now we're not seeing crazy drops on a day-to-day basis. We're seeing it move far more in a downward direction than an upward direction. We're seeing far more red days than green days. But like I said before, the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, they're only down 0.84%, 0.57%, 0.45%. These aren't too alarming numbers. The markets are very quick and very emotional. They're very fast when it comes to reacting to world news and economic news and financial news and inflation news. If we were to see the markets drop 2% or more in one day, that causes people to lose their minds. It doesn't matter if it's up 1.1%, it doesn't matter if it's down 0.8%, it doesn't matter if it's up 0.4%, it doesn't matter if it's down 1.6%. As soon as that number hits 2% in the red, people go absolutely bonkers. Now, while we're on the subject of the stock market, I also wanted to point out, because it's important to remember, since I have some silver and gold on screen right here, it's important to remember that it's not just the physical silver and gold that people are stacking. People like me, people like you. It's not just the physical silver and gold. It's also important to remember that there are a lot of people, individuals, and also massive corporations that buy and sell silver and gold on paper on a day-to-day basis. So it's not always 100% the stacking demand. It's not always the global silver demand. A lot of it has to do with paper silver and paper gold. So when the stock market in general is red, when we see the Dow Jones, the S&P, and the NASDAQ all in the red almost every single day for a week and a half to 2 weeks straight, it really comes to no surprise that silver and gold are moving in a downward direction as well, especially with the inflation fears kind of dwindling away, and now people are a little bit more concerned over valuation fears. Because let's not forget, people put their dollars into silver and gold to save money, to preserve wealth for the long term, and to hedge against inflation. People put their dollars into business, stocks, and real estate to make money. One's for saving money, one is for making money. The physical silver and gold is a way of saving money for the long term. We're not overly concerned with what spot price is doing 100% of the time, because the spot price is measured in US dollars or Canadian dollars or Australian dollars or whatever currency it is, wherever it is that you live. Spot price is measured in currency. Those of us who are heavily involved in the precious metal stacking world understand at this point, or at least I hope we all understand at this point, you shouldn't measure your wealth in dollars, but rather measure your wealth in troy ounces. That's how I do it. That's how many of us do it. Whatever spot price is doing doesn't matter all that much to me. Doesn't make too big of a difference because I have no intentions of selling. I would actually prefer to be as low as possible because I'm trying to get my hands on as much of the physical silver and as much of the physical gold as I possibly can. At this current point in time, I have zero interest in paper silver or paper gold. I've never in my life invested in paper silver, paper gold, or any precious metal ETFs. Never in my life. I haven't done it. I have no intentions of ever doing it. It's physical all day for me, at least when it comes to the precious metals. I'll be involved in the stock market, but I have no interest in silver and gold on paper. I'd rather have silver and gold in my hand, but that's just me. So moving forward, I personally believe that dark days are ahead for the people that make emotional decisions and not logical decisions. I personally believe, and it's not really just my belief, this is just the general expectation across the board right now, because I don't think anybody sees any other reason for it to go any other way. I'm pretty sure some more red days are in front of us. I'm pretty sure we're going to keep seeing the market fall. It might not fall overly dramatically. It might not come crashing down. I don't think anybody is expecting the stock market to completely crumble, at least not anytime in the near future. I don't think anybody thinks the spot price of silver is going to tank out of nowhere, but I would not be a bit surprised if we see the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks, far more red than green when it comes to the spot price of silver, the spot price of gold, and the general state of the stock market. That's just kind of where we're at right now. That's just the way things are headed for the time being. But like I said before, I personally don't see any reason in the world for any of us to be concerned. Remember, the red days mean our silver and gold is on sale, and we can get more for a cheaper amount. We can get more money for our currency. We can get a better bang for our buck. And the same can be said about our investments as well. If you are buying into individual stocks, if you're buying into individual companies, or if you're buying into ETFs or index funds or whatever it is that you're doing related to stocks, remember, you can invest for cheaper. You can get a better bang for your buck. You can get a slightly larger piece of a company for a slightly smaller dollar amount. Remember, your dollar bills are a tool. They are something to be used to generate more wealth. They're something that should be used to acquire more assets. Whether you want to take your currency and convert them into silver and gold to store value, preserve wealth, and hedge against inflation for the long run. Or if you want to take those dollar bills and put them into a cash flow producing asset potentially, or something that's expected to see exponential growth or rapid growth or even slow and steady growth over an extended period of time, you can take your currency and put them into land. You can take your currency and put them into properties. You could take your currency and start a business. This is what currency is for. It is not to hold. It's not to save for the long term. Currency was designed to spend. So spend it wisely. Spend it on something that is going to create more currency for you, or save the value of currency for you. Something that'll keep you afloat for the long run. Remember, if you're betting on the dollar bill, it's a losing bet. I'm not going to sit here and say make sure you're investing your life savings away, or you're putting every last penny that you've saved up into precious metals. That's not what I'm saying at all. But please understand that there's absolutely nothing in the world that could ever happen to restore the purchasing power of the dollar bill. It's going down. It's been going down since its creation, and there's nothing in the world that can happen for it to go up. Other assets, at the very least, have the opportunity of going up. Unfortunately, the dollar bill doesn't have that. Dollar bill does not have that opportunity. It's just not going to happen. It can't. It's impossible to happen. Everything else at least stands a chance. At least that's the way I see it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, so this isn't financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions, make your own decisions based on your conclusions, not mine. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Everything that we talked about regarding the CPI reports, everything that we talked about regarding inflation, everything that we talked about regarding the 10-year Treasury yields and bonds and stocks. Remember to get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull with my referral link and making a deposit of any amount, and then refer 3 friends to get a free share of Apple. Link in the description. And the general state of the stock market and the general state of the dollar bill and the silver and the gold. I know this wasn't heavily focused on the precious metals, but I wanted to tie this in here because it's important. Whether you agree with it or not, it's important. It all plays a role. It's something that we have to pay attention to, and that's something that I've been pushing for months and months and months, if not years and years and years. It's not just the silver and gold you should be worrying about. It's not just the silver and gold you should be paying attention to. Even if you're all in on silver and gold, or even if you're all in on certain stocks, or even if you're all in on real estate, you need to pay attention to everything. You got to pay attention to the stock market. You have to pay attention to the real estate market. You have to pay attention to what's going on in the credit industry. You have to understand what's going on regarding inflation and the general state of the economy and the health and well-being of the dollar bill. You shouldn't exclusively focus on the precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations. And of course, the brand new DYDSS Lone Wolf t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, coffee mug, and long sleeve tee, available in 4 different colors, and a portion of the proceeds are going towards the International Wolf Center. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? I know the first half of the video was probably far more complicated than most of my videos are. It's not exactly easy or simple to break down these reports and explain it in a way that makes sense to the average Joe. Trust me, I had to do tons and tons of research on my own just to make it make sense to me. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I had to do tons of research. I had to do tons of reading. I had to watch a lot of interviews. I had to watch a lot of reports and forecasts, and I did a lot of writing. I wrote a lot of things down. I rearranged everything. I tried to break it down to the best of my ability. But again, if there's anything that didn't click, leave a comment below. If there's something specific you want me to elaborate on, I'd be more than happy to do it in a follow-up video. I will be staying on the story. I will be staying on this because it's relevant, it's important. Dark days are ahead, but if you make logical decisions and not emotional decisions, if you're staying objective and rational, and you're thinking clearly and not being persuaded by your emotions, and you're not giving into fear or hype or anything like that, I personally believe we have absolutely nothing to worry about. I have zero concerns right now. I'm actually excited, and I'm looking forward to capitalizing on the opportunity. So head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.